guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you are having a great week so far. Happy Thursday. Originally, I was going to do a video where I was going to show you my monthly clothes check. I look through all my clothes in my dresser and my closet to see what I want to get rid of, make sure it's organized, make sure it's color coded, whatever. And I was going to do both my closet and my dresser, but I did my closet and I was like, holy crap, this is way longer and more informational than I expected. So much to say about it. It was almost embarrassing how much I had to say about organizing your closet. So I decided I'm gonna make the dresser a separate video. Or if you don't even want to see it, let me know. It's fine, I won't make it. I'll just keep doing my thing and you'll keep doing your thing and I'll make other videos. This video is my monthly closet check. I go through my closet and my drawers, but again, I'll do drawers in a different video, every month to 2 months. And I'll go through and organize it, make sure it's color coded, it's by strap, it's in order. You'll see as you watch the video what I'm talking about. And then I also go through and see what I want to get rid of and what I want to keep. I have a lot of tips on this and I love organization. I'm kind of like an organization freak. I really want to be the next Marie Kondo. Please, Lord, let me be the next Marie Kondo. I've done a lot of talking. I'm like out of breath. I just filmed it. I remade my intro because I had a different intro since I thought I was going to do the dresser and the closet, but I think I'm just going to do the closet. I don't want to overload you guys and I want your feedback so I can maybe improve on another organization video I do. If you guys want to see how I organize the clothes in my closet every month to 2 months, then keep on watching. Okay. So there's a couple of my own rules that I stick to. You can have your own rules. It's just a preference thing and what makes sense in your mind to keep you organized. The way that I organize my closet from left to right was actually how I organized my closet when I was working in retail. Not my closet, sorry. It was actually how we organized the store racks. It was like the guide and it made sense to me and I didn't want to let it go. So I now apply it to my closet. That's kind of how I learned some of these tricks to organizing my closet. I do go from left to right in the closet. You can go right to left. I've also done that before. If you think of going from one side to the other, it's just gonna help you keep track of where you're organizing, especially if you're gonna be doing it by colors, which I am, and I'm also gonna be doing it by sleeve length as you're gonna see. So that's gonna help you know that, okay, this is where the next section starts, is if you know that it's going from left to right. I know that seems very basic, but my husband does not do that. He kind of just, I tried teaching him this like many times and I think he's just too lazy to keep up with it. It's okay, I totally get it. I'm just, like I said, an organization freak. So if you can't keep up with it either, or if you're like, this is a little much, then I totally get it. I have a specific color order that I stick to and I don't veer from it. I start with my whites and then I have red and then I have my darkest color. You'll understand why this is different than this. It's a little confusing at first. You ask my husband. I'm gonna use this section as an example. So this is like strappy sleeves, going with the rules left to right. So I start with my white straps and then I go like kind of in the order of the rainbow. I like to do pinks right after white because I feel like it flows nicer into red. So that's my personal preference. You could do white, red, you could even start with red, whatever works best for you. But I like to do white, pink, red, and then usually it'd be like orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. But since I don't have any orange, yellow, green dresses, the next color would be blue. So then I have my blue strap. Since I don't have any others, the last would be black. I hope that makes sense. You can tell it just goes from lightest almost to darkest, and it's in Roy G. Biv, except for the pink. I do pink out of order, kind of. You know, where does pink really fit in the rainbow? It's kind of hard to say, you know? Is it before red? Is it after red? It's really up to you and what you think it goes. So come up with a color order that makes sense for you and make sure you're doing it from left to right. Some people just stop there and they will organize their entire closet by color, and that's completely fine. I used to do that too. That works for you, just doing the color schemes. That's great. My suggestion would be to do from no straps to spaghetti strap to thicker straps and then all the way to long sleeve in that color section. So say you have white. Actually, let me get an example. Sorry, I don't have fancy hangers, so. Okay, so say you are deciding to organize your closet just by color. So you have these 3 items. So you want this one to be first because there's no straps. And then the next you would want to do the next thickest strap from this, which would be just like a spaghetti strap or a little thicker of a strap. And then you would want to do like a long sleeve. Then you'd want to do thicker fabrics that are like sweaters and things. I'll go a little more into fabrics and kind of deciding how you want to do that later, but that would be my recommendation. If you are going to do a whole closet of just color, try to within each color. So within this white scheme, I still have it in order by the sleeve length. I hope that makes sense. If you want to do your whole closet in the whole rainbow, that's completely fine. Go for it. Again, try to organize it from the skinniest sleeve length to the longest sleeve length, from the thinnest fabrics to the thickest fabrics. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my closet though, personally. It is in color order, but it's more so in sleeve order. Color order. So your whole closet is from white to black. This is the opposite. So it's actually from strapless all the way to thick coats, thick long sleeve coats. I do the color scheme within the sleeve length. Just let that sit in for a second. Most people do the color scheme and then they do the sleeve length within the color scheme, where I do the sleeve length and then the whole color organization within that sleeve length. It'll make sense. I'll give you an example, don't worry. What I'm talking about. So see how these, okay, sorry, I haven't organized it yet, so that's why it looks a little messy. So what I'm talking about, here is the dresses that don't have sleeves. I'm doing strapless dresses first, is make sure that within the strapless, it would be in color order. So see, we have white, and then the next one I have is blue. That's actually wrong. See, this is why we organize it every month. Now I have white, I have red, blue, and then black. And then this is a done section because within this sleeve length, the color order is correct. We'll do another example with the spaghetti straps. I usually pull all the spaghetti straps or whatever section, so it's a little easier. So first I would start and make sure this is white, which it is. Then we got pink, red, blue. This is a good example. So this dress is red, but the sleeves are black, which means when they're together, what you're seeing is the black strap more than the dress. So I go by the straps more than I do the dress. So in this case, this would be correct. Black sleeve, black strap, black strap. So see, it's still color ordered within just the spaghetti strap. So I'm gonna go through that with the whole closet with you guys, just so you know. But I want to veer off for a second because the purpose of doing this monthly check is so that I can make sure that this order is still being organized. Because, you know, sometimes you just are in a hurry and you just like throw things up there. You don't pay attention to the color order. You don't pay attention to the straps. So I make sure every month that everything is in order by its sleeve length and by its color order. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through it with you. It seems hard, but it actually really is not that hard. So then next, after, you know, we just did the spaghetti straps, I have like thicker tank top straps. So this one is, I guess, the only one. I thought I had more, but I guess I don't. So this one is fine because it's a Lone Ranger. So next, okay, so this is where it gets like a little confusing for some people because now we are moving on to the longer sleeves. And I have mostly longer sleeves, so that's why this is going to be a little confusing at first. Oh, side note, I always just take out any loose hangers, just so it's out of the way for now. What I do when I have a million of the same type of length sleeve is I make sure that the thinner fabrics in this sleeve, because again, we're going to go from the lightest fabrics all the way to the thickest fabrics, just the same way we do white on the left and go to black. We're going to go from the thinnest fabric to the thickest fabric. So here's our next section we'll go over just to give you an example. See how these are all long sleeves, but they're all very thin material. So this is going to go up against these guys way nicer than if you put like a thick sweatshirt or something next to it. It would just look really bulky and funky. You want to put like a lighter fabric next to these. Again, I like to pull over the next section. One thing that I want to mention is when there are patterns, you can choose whether you put the patterns at the end of that color or in the beginning. I used to do where like, see, these are the white guys. I'd put the pattern in the front just to start it off, kind of sections it off easier and makes it look more almost like a divider. That's kind of why I like to do the prints first. That's just my preference. It's up to you. I hope that makes sense. Sorry, I know there's a lot of side notes. I'm a psycho, I told you. So I have whites, off-whites. So I do kind of separate those. So these are fine. There's yellowish. I do sometimes, if it's pale enough, leave yellow before red just because I think it looks nicer. There's red and there's like greenish. And then we don't have blue, but we have purple. And then I do brown, gray, black. But see, here's another example. I have a black dress that's patterned, but it's before the black solid. So there you go. You got that. And then you can kind of see how it divides this. I hope you can see that. I hope you guys are as excited about this as I am. I like love this. I feel like I was really close to the camera. Okay. So the next section that I usually do, sweatshirts, maybe like a little thicker long sleeves, but not like sweaters yet. So I put like sweatshirts here. I have this bomber jacket here. I have jean jackets here because they're kind of all the same thickness, so they look okay together. I am seeing though that I have a lot of wrong guys here. See, these are all thin, so I'd want to move these to the thinner section. I'm gonna see there's a white sleeve. Again, it's green, but the sleeve is white, and that's what you're gonna see. And then I have a white navy. We got gray and we have gray. You can just tell so far how this just looks really nice. If you're really psycho about colors, you might not like it as much, but I like it because you can almost tell each section because you can see the white dividers. See, like you can tell this is a section because this is white. You can tell this is a section because of the white. You could tell this is a section because there's a white. So now you would just repeat that all the way. Bring you guys to the other side of my closet. So as you can tell, these are the sweaters. You can tell that the section starts because it's white. And I can tell when it ends by the new fabric type or the thickness. So we know that this is the next section. Again, you would want to sort through this section and make sure it's in color order as much as possible. Do that really quick. This is like borderline white because it's so, but it's gray. So that's kind of why I let it go to the front here. And this is super light gray. So I kind of, you can make your own rules. That's kind of my point here is, yes, I do have a color order, but there are some exceptions, you know? It's just up to you and what looks good to your eyes. This is your closet and you want it to be your little sanctuary where you get to go and look at your beautiful clothing. Just do it however you want as far as the colors go. These are just my recommendations, so don't feel pressure to do any of these things. This would be the white section. We have red, orange, green, blue. And then I started doing it, I think the opposite, but see, I would put a pattern here so I can know that this is the blue section that's going to start. And then we have purple, and then see, I have the pattern black, and then I have solid blacks. So that's a rundown of my rules slash how I would go about organizing my closet. I like to organize it like that first before I go in and see what I want to get rid of, see what I want to keep. Now you can tell like it looks way nicer than it did before. All the sleeve lengths go in order. They make sense to me. You can see the little divider areas. Like this is a section, this is a section, this is a section. If you think of it that way, like a binder and how they have little dividers, think of the white clothing as the divider to your binder, to your contents behind it. That's the best way I could explain it, like a binder. Whew. I've never talked so much. Wow, I didn't realize how passionate I was about this subject till now. Oh God. So next I would want to go through each item and make sure that, ask yourself a couple things about the items. I'm gonna sound like Marie Kondo right now. It's really true what she says as far as, does it bring joy to you? Like basically, does it give you value? You don't have to get rid of everything you don't use. Like I don't wear all these things all the time, but they are things that on the right occasion, I know I would wear, if that makes sense. If they have like really, really sentimental value, okay, you can keep it, like that's fine. But if it's something you're just like, oh, but like I might wear it like sometime, I don't know, like even though I haven't worn it in like 5 months, then that's something you want to consider getting rid of. So I would go through each item. I kind of just go quickly. This item, for example, this red dress. I love this red dress. It's so beautiful. A friend gave it to me. I do like to wear on date nights and things. So this is one that I would maybe consider getting rid of the next time, because I haven't worn this in a while, like a long time. If I have an item like this where I'm like, oh, I'm not ready to let it go, but I still have not worn this in like 5 months, I'll take like a marker, like a Sharpie or something. I would put a little marker on the tag to indicate that this is an item that last time I said I was gonna wear. That way you can recall the next time if you're like, oh, I haven't worn that. And then you look at the tag, you're like, oh shoot, I marked this last time and I did not wear it since then. So the next time I'm reorganizing my closet, I remember that, oh, I was considering getting rid of this if I didn't wear it within the next month or 2 months. Don't worry, you can give yourself 2 months. It's fine. It's your own rules. You can wait 3 months if you want. It's completely up to you. But that's a little tip to kind of help you along with getting rid of clothes, especially if you have a hard time getting rid of them. That in the beginning, when I really hoarded onto clothes, helped me so much. I feel like when you get really good at this though, you kind of are better at mentally remembering those items. I even remember doing this 3 months ago to this dress, but again, I can't let it go. So usually for me, I'll only dot them if it's like the last draw, like you need to, but otherwise I kind of remember. This one, for example, last month I didn't mark, but in my mind I was like, okay, I need to wear this soon, or if I don't wear by next month or the next 2 months, then I could probably get rid of it because I haven't worn it in a long time. But I ended up wearing it and I remember that. So I enjoyed wearing it. That's the other thing. If you enjoyed wearing it within that span, then you also know it's okay to keep. If you end up trying to give it a go again and you're not liking how it fits, or you're just not feeling it like you were before, that's another good way of knowing, okay, it's time. You're keeping track month to month, which items you are wearing, which ones are you not wearing. If you don't have the best memory, or you just like to mark things, using a marker on the tags is a great way to do it. And you'll find too though that the more and more you do this regularly, like month to month, there's less and less clothes that you get rid of. Sometimes I don't even get rid of clothes every month. Sometimes I'll more get rid of clothes every 3 months, because if I'm really good about doing this organization, then I'm like, okay, like I just did this, a month isn't enough time. You guys can get rid of clothes, like I would say every 2 to 3 months if you want to be really minimal. Otherwise, I think every 3 months would be perfect because it kind of matches with the seasons. I like to assess too, if you like to sew or if you're trying to learn how to sew, I like to assess first, like, okay, how could I maybe repurpose this so I can maybe like make it a skirt, or I can maybe just make it like a shorter tank top or a crop top. If you are handy with sewing, you can also take items from your own closet and try to flip them. Non-seasonal clothes, give yourself a break though, as far as getting rid of things, because obviously I haven't worn like any of this thick stuff in months and months and months because it's been hot. It's hotter, or the weather colder and you haven't worn your stuff. Think seasonally. So right now it's summer, and that's why I would think more about getting rid of things that I wouldn't wear in this section versus like my coats and stuff. Unless you really know you're like, I'm over it, then go for it. Like someone will benefit from it more if you don't love it, if you know what I mean. If you guys have any questions about how I organize my closet, the clothes specifically, I will do a separate video on shoes and like everything else. Honestly, the top here needs to get more organized, so that's why I'm trying to hide it the best I can. But if you guys have any questions on how I organize the clothes in my closet, if I need to clarify anything, please let me know in the comments so I'll comment back and let you know as soon as possible, because I want to make sure this is gonna help you. Guys, this is editing Miranda. I am editing this and I was about to put the outro and I realized my bitch ass forgot to film an outro. I think I was so excited about the video and everything that I literally forgot to film an outro. So here's an outro for you guys. I'm so sorry that I forgot. I'm so mad because this video like is one of my favorites so far because I love organizing and I'm like, damn, it was almost perfect. I almost had it, but that's okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys got something out of this. I know it seems a little crazy. It's not with some practice. It's pretty simple once you get it going. Again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Please subscribe to my channel for more content. Click the notification bell if you want to make sure you're not missing any videos from me. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up so I know that you want more content like this. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time.